Giving all praises, honor, and glory to our power, Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shah, Bahasham, Rachak, Wadash, double honors to the apostles, the bishops, and the elders of Great Millstone. Peace and blessings to the hopeful elect of the tabernacles of David scattered throughout the four corners of the earth, and wherever you may be, and wherever you may be, to Isaiah Shalom, Nashwala Shalom. It's going to be super brief. Just something I thought was interesting as I was poking around, because I know I've mentioned it before. Not really saying that this is true, because we all do know and believe that reincarnation is real, and so I'm not saying that this guy is when you see the name on the screen here, Pete Hegseth, I just punched up what is his title. So it says as of March 2nd, 2026, Pete Hegseth's official legal title is United States Secretary of Defense. However, since September 5th, 2025, he has also used the secondary title of Secretary of War under an executive order from President Donald Trump, while he uses Secretary of War in official correspondence, public communications, and on the agency's website, war.gov. The titles of Secretary of Defense and Department of Defense remain the legally controlling names under the U.S. law until changed by Congress. Current status and roles: 29th Secretary of Defense. Hegseth was confirmed by the Senate in a 51-50 vote and sworn in on January 25th, 2025. Secretary of War, honorific secondary, adopted following a rebranding of the department intended to reflect a warrior ethos. Principal military advisor. He serves as the chief advisor to the president on defense and war policy. Recent actions: he is currently overseeing military operations, including Operation Epic Fury in Iran. Alright, so that's the title, and that's what's behind the title. And once again, I'm not saying that this guy is a reincarnation of him, because what's the saying? That Donald Trump is a reincarnation of Emperor Nero. Well, check this out. Let's go back up to the top. So I typed in, what is Ofonius Tigellius Ofonius Tigellius most known for? So it says he is most known as the notoriously cruel and corrupt Praetorian prefect from 62 to 68 CE. And chief advisor to Emperor Nero. Can't make it up. Now, I'm not saying that this is this guy reincarnated. I'm just simply, bringing some little information out here as I was poking around. He is remembered for enabling Nero's tyranny. Is that not what Pete is doing? To 100% whatever Trump says he agrees with. Orchestrating the persecution of Christians after the Great Fire of Rome in 64 CE. So this guy was a major hand in that history there that we all know about. Okay. And fostering debauchery in the imperial court. And we also know that eventually they're going to launch a campaign against really a campaign is already launched against the Israelites in general, but especially those that fear the Lord, those that, especially starting with the prophets, those that actually teach the gospel, those that go out to the streets. Okay. But yeah, there's going to be a great persecution of the church all over again, with the church being the faithful believers in Yahweh Shah. Key details regarding Tigellius include Praetorian prefect. He succeeded Sextus Afrianus Burrus in 62 CE, which I didn't look into him, but I did find that other name that I mentioned earlier. It was Seneca the Younger. I think I mentioned Seneca the Younger one time when I was talking about Kick-Ass Max's, what's his dude's name? Elon Musk. All right. Not saying that he was Seneca. I actually said that in a joking manner, but that was that name I was trying to remember, Seneca the Younger. But anyways, he succeeded Sextus Afrianus Burrus in 62 CE, becoming the sole or primary commander of the Praetorian Guard. Influence on Nero. He encouraged Nero to indulge in reckless behavior, including staging public spectacles and persecuting political rivals. And we see all that. The Great Fire, 64 CE, he was suspected of being involved in the Great Fire of Rome and later responsible for framing Christians for the disaster. See? And what are they trying to do now? Well, I'm not saying they're exactly trying to frame us right out, because when they want to do that, when that's the move that the Lord wants to be made, that's going to be made. But what I'm saying is there are events that may be leading up to that, because we know what they're working in the background. All right, they never let go of hate speech, freedom of speech, and misinformation and stuff, because they want to shut down the prophets, because the prophets are the thorn in their side. So yeah. So he was suspected of being involved in the Great Fire of Rome and later responsible for framing Christians for the disaster. Downfall. Following the fall of Nero, he managed to survive the transition to Emperor Galba, but was forced to commit suicide under Emperor Otho in 69 CE. Reputation ancient sources such as Tacitus describe him as a man of low birth and high vice, embodying the worst aspects of Nero's reign. So yeah, just something quick I thought was interesting there. I wish I had a picture of him. I don't know if it'll take us there. Yeah, look at that guy. I don't know which one is the real one or not. Almost looks like the Nero picture. I wonder what he looks like in a side by side with P. Hexeth. But I'm not gonna do all that right now. You can do it on your own time. I just thought a little something interesting that I would bring out, so I'm gonna leave it at that. Shalom.